Hello everybody, here is DNA Games and welcome to After Over a Year Hand of Fate 2. So, I must say that I already tried this a bit, but due to technical difficulties I had to redo. I'll add some comments along the way about things that I like or dislike about the game, but other than the first mission I didn't do anything else. So the only major difference when I first started playing this is that you wouldn't see this character we create along the way. But without further ado, let's dive into the new Hand of Fate and see what it has in store for us, both good things and bad things I have noticed so far.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
So, we remember the dealer. Now, you will see that during this, at least during the first event, during the first chapter, there is one mention of us. He also will mention that he was defeated and that he learned from it. But one of the things that I don't like is the lack of information. For example, now, as we are presented with two choices, but it doesn't specify as these are actually genders. I will pick male as I am a man, but as I don't know what they mean, I was also eager to pick female as the moon and wolves and everything looked interesting. So here I would have loved a description about what I'm about to pick. That's one of the things that I don't like, and you will see once again in the near future at the half of this episode that there is another choice that is not yet specified, that everything is cosmetic, but you will see. So we'll pick man.
These cards represent your history and our game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see what the journey holds. The fool steps into nothingness, because they know no better. In the same way, you must step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
So I actually like the fact that they start with the fool, as for someone that has never played Hands of Fate before, the game can look like complex and overwhelming, and also for experienced players such as I, as there are some bits that are not explained, you are kind of confused. I would like to notice that HP is back, food is back, and money is back. Also, unfortunately, the part that I loved, the card dealing portion of the game, is no longer done. There are some other good effects that you will see along the way. Also, the suits will be different, and there will no longer be 12 adventure, it will be more, but all that will be specified. Also, let's check the inventory first. We start with a neglected sword. Rusty means that it cannot be sold, as in the starting year. Now if we have a critical strike and this one is one-handed. Okay, then we also have the wooden shield, which also cannot be sold. We have the adventure garb, which might cause stun, and finally we have the hood. Now the hood doesn't do anything other than cover our face, but we also will be able to get artifacts as before, rings and curse and blessings, but we will also be able to get companions, as you will very soon see. The companions part is new, and also there is a new type of minigame other than choosing success or failure from cards. But all this will be revealed soon. For now, let's delve into the story. You've stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you are determined to reclaim your father's amulet. You finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree and arguing among themselves. Move closer to eavesdrop, and here is the classical
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar. Do not worry, you will soon understand the nuances.
Creeping forward, you overhear the leaders spouting orders. It's simple, he says. The idiots walk down the road, you push over the tree and jump out. They'll be too scared to put up a fight and will be rich. You see, one of the new suits is greed. Why don't we jump out and stab them? One of the Taurus. Another hooded figure chimes in. Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either. Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the royal road and the place will be filled with soldiers before you've even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet, here they come. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to the market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandished. Give us all your food. Leap to the farmer's defense. Offer to help the farmers, warning them it won't come for free, or help the thieves with their extortion. Of course, will help the farmers. You draw your weapon with practice skilled. Well, you heard the leader's voice. You hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done. This effect is interesting, and also you will see here. Thug. Violence for the sake of violence and theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently and can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective. Okay. What? Done. The farmers fumble in their harvest sack in gratitude. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that after they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well. 7 food. 5 food. You fall on the food with a scythe, shoveling bread into your mouth to quell your hunger. Your satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet isn't among the takings. Their leader must still have it. You set to your feet, determined to find him. Find the leader of the thieves, retrieve your amulet. Also, you will see that revisiting spaces will not recover HP, something that we have to keep in mind. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath the filthy fox pelt serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Ah, I've been roaming for hours trying to find you. We must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. It lowers a sack from its shoulder. Now, from within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires. The goblin's voice trails off as he examines his sack. Well, I could, if there wasn't a blooming great big hole in it. Its head disappears entirely into the bag until his bulbous nose protrudes from the breech. A new plan then. The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. So we can have Warrior's Axe, which offers a critical strike, armor break, and heavy with a damage of 21. We can have Soldier's Sword, critical strike, riposte against Northerners, and one-handed or shield. One-handed weapon required. Use defend to deflect attacks from ranged enemies. That's definitely what we'll take. As we get 6 more defense.
You can do better given time.
A wise choice. Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night, his fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. Of course, we can check the inventory, but we already did as we equipped the right one. Okay, now we move on.
This card has a token. Can you find it?
Finding forest folk. Your journey through a forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. Are you searching for the forest folk? My uncle says that they used to walk these woods giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask for lemon cake. As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, "Remember, if you meet the forest folk, get a lemon cake." In the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. You follow the song through thicket and stream until you find An open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like boughs of a forest. It has been 12 winters since I had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token. Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all, or at least started it all for you.
A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers lead you to the thieves who have stolen your amulets. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. Bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implored. Whoever heard of a thief talk about fair share? Spits one. You turn up and boss us around. We barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I stabbed someone. Days. The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I love to continue this discussion regarding stabbing, I'm afraid I have urgent business, says with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, "Keep me alive and there will be plenty of gold for your trouble." Tell him gold cannot replace the amulet he stole, or tell him he will pay in blood for his thievery. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation, never let them know what you want. Kill my associates and I'll gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable? The thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. "Give us your stuff or we'll stab you," growls one of them. You consider your options. Fight. You draw your weapon and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Much better. Done. I took one unnecessary blow, but it's fine. With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. The name is Malenclips. Bard extraordinaire. He smiles, fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hand in surrender. Wait! Let's not be hasty. We are on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes. but only for the greater good. Not really. They were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look! He pulls out an amulet from his pocket and presents it and presses it into your hand. All forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It doesn't look familiar. Oh! Malenclip says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So which one is yours? And now here, as we are not explained what these do, I don't know if it was a choice that impacts the game or not, but apparently it's just a choice to determine a small thing that is only cosmetic and that might influence like some of his dialogue. But when I first was shooting this, I was like, oh, but the men had oxes near them, so I should pick this. Or wait, I like eagles. Or wait, I like felines. And wait, I'm a mythology nerd, so I pick this. But eventually I went with every time I went with this. The Sun King amulet that suits you. Very similar facial structures. Say, you know what? I'm lonely, you're lonely. We should work together. You have befriended Malenclip the Trickster. We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're going to be friends for life. Malenclip says, tell me, where are you from? And here we'll have to design our character, something that is new but also will not exactly explain, as you need to be careful with details. I will explain along the way. So, the amulet that we picked only impacts the small thing on our chest, and I will still stay with this one. Okay, then where are we from actually determines our features a bit, but first time I picked I didn't notice. So we can be from the forest, from the mountains, from the forest, from the swamps or something, or reclusive house, or from the city, and we'll go with city. Now here is hair and hair design, as we don't have plenty. We'll go with this as usual, and we'll go with white hair. And here it's actually like an emblem, but also it will determine the color of our clothes, and I will want this one. But all this, first time I played I didn't notice, so it's a trial and error. Would have loved if they would explain a bit better, but it is what it is. So this is how we look. From Clearwater, eh? You don't say. Good swords from Clearwater. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, I mean we, friend, owe money to Vignus of the Tips Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Mirren Bridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Malenclip eyes a pretty trader hiking up the road, so it'd be best if we get the gold and I meet you there. So it'd be best if you get the gold and I meet you there. So
Smaller pieces of our fates, shattered into fragments. Collect enough, and your reward will come in time.
you enter a competition of strength at the fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. In the first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. And here is the new minigame. We have to play
These dice are another small game embedded in our game.
like Yahtzee or other dice games. So we have to roll 10. And we roll 10. Wonderful.
Victory, you are learning.
We have one reroll, by the way. Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table and collects his meager winnings, then cartwheels out the door. 10 gold.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the opposite.
The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. "Please help me," she cries. "I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do?" Assists the distressed woman. Let's play Yahtzee again. Ooh, we need to re-roll this. $13. Wonderful. "Thank you," the woman says as you help her from the carriage. "Please accept these as a token of my gratitude." Gold? Food? You thank the woman and continue on your way.
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
Here, there is a tale from the past, from the previous Hand of Fate, and I don't know why they call the character the usurper, as he was the hero. Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wooden statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizard man. Ask locals about what's going on. A friendly, stable hand explains, "In a bygone age, our town was besieged by half men, half lizards. There was no food, no respite, and very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beasts for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread." He smiles warmly at the festivities. "We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out." The parade and the statue are winding their way into the town and almost out of sight. Follow the parade. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club, gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you would like a turn. Watch a local go first. You allow a young girl to go ahead of you in the queue an act of courtesy that grants you the opportunity to see how this works. The crowd cheers enthusiastically as the child smacks the lizardman's ankle with the club and gathers a few coins and the wrapped sweetbread that fall out. It's soon your turn. You accept the blindfold and take the club into your hand. The club strikes the chest of the tree-clad beast. Some gold fall out. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. So, in the past, I've actually only got huge successes, and then food is also included. You scramble to gather the bounty that you unleashed. Would you like to try to gather more? As I don't need food, I'm not upset by the fact that we didn't get the huge success, as we don't lack food. You leave the town celebration with whatever you've gathered. Also, if we picked failed at any point, a boy would gather the remainings and that's it. Now,
water is a symbol for the many thoughts that churn beneath the surface. What is it you're thinking of? What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the waters beneath.
also, the dealer is as deep as ever. I always liked his way of talking and his replies or answers. But here, as I did this 2 times already and didn't been able to show you due to technical difficulties, it's an interesting card that I got to see 2 more suits actually. One are like ex-skeletons, they're actually zombies, and one are like royal guards or something, so I'm curious if I get to see another suit or if I get to see one that I already saw before. While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. So these are the zombies. You could stand and fight the fiends or throw yourself to the mercy of the river below. Stand and fight. You ready your weapon. The first touch of inflicted. The first touch of corruption bring forth the darkest element of their victim. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when their health is low. Use finisher blow before they recover. So they might have a recovering thing, but not as zombies, you will see. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful.
Here we come to the end of the.
You arrived at
Running
Mere
race
Bridge
for me.
as the sun begins to
This will
dip,
become a theme, I dare say.
to dip down below the horizon. You find Melancholy pursuing a selection of cheeses by the market. Oh, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer, did you bring the gold? Vignus has arranged to meet at the graveyard. Go to the graveyard. You wonder whatever the spot was chosen for its seclusion or for easy body disposal. Vignus greets Melancholy with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all, and with a lucky in tow. We had our doubts, you know. Vignus cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Melancholy, convince me what's to stop me cutting off your head today. You reveal your gold as Melancholy squirms in his pockets for some too. So we have Ace of Greed Anarchist. The heavy satchel of riches lands at Vignus' feet with a thug that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. That's our deal done, Melancholy says, worry obvious in his voice. No need for any further trouble. I'm sorry, Mal, Vignus grins. You should have known the guild was never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. Vignus the Crazed. Treacherous and greedy, a dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor is no use to you here. Okay. Ugh. What? I've done better, so I know I can defeat this one easily. Oh. And now also there's no card rising or anything as previously. Melancholy scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with some savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let us discuss our partnership over an ale or two. Now the fool has been done.
Well done. You have cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
So for completing the fool, we get Cardinal Blade and Bastion of Purification. Then we got market thief, tart pies and exotic lies, pork in the road, and arm wrestling. For befriending Malenclip, we got Malenclip's problem and the trickster. Shadow beasts have entered the realm. A fiend in need and the peasant's son. And also, for fighting the forest folk, the old maiden.
Welcome to my challenges. Together we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
So you see, now we don't have 12 as before, we have 22, which is impressive, but we'll see what will happen next, because this will be all for today. I have been denying him, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment and I'll see you on the next one, but until then, have some great days. Bye.